Hey guys, welcome to Functional Print Friday. So today's a bit of a special day on the channel. You see, every week on Friday I put out a video that features a functional 3D print and design, and today's the 52nd Friday video. That's right, 1 year of videos on this channel. So I just wanted to take a minute and thank you guys for coming along for the ride with me every single Friday as I feature either a new design and print that solves some problem around the house or around the shop, or show you one of the designs and prints that I've done in the past. So this week I wanted to take a look at some of the prints that we did pretty far back on the channel when this channel had probably under 50 subscribers, because those videos didn't get that many views, and I think the designs are pretty cool. I'd like to give you guys another look. The very first video I ever did on this channel was featuring this control box for this Variac. And I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm going to link to the original videos. But this is actually one of the first functional prints I did, in addition to the first thing I featured on this channel. This is a control box that sort of expands the functionality of this Variac by giving us a circuit breaker, an on-off switch, and a digital display that shows us the voltage and current that we're drawing through here as well. And it's actually curved on the back to go right up against this Variac. So if you're interested in that, I will link that video right here on your screen, and I'll also link it down in the show more if for some reason you're not seeing the card to click on. So the next one I want to take a quick look at is this jewelry box. I made this as a gift for my wife many years ago, and of course the box itself is wood, glass, these are actual dried flowers in here, and a metal clasp on the front. And it's felt lined, and when I made this for her there was no drawers inside. And the reason I want to talk about this print again is because this is the design and print that really changed my mind about how nice of an appearance you could get from 3D printing. When I first got into it, I would have never thought to use 3D printed plastic or just plastic in general for something like the inside of a jewelry box. I can only imagine that looking terrible and not being something you would want to look at or touch. But this design, and particularly this is the Galaxy Black from Prusament. It comes out with a flat finish. It has the sort of a silver speck in it. It's gorgeous. It's by far the nicest looking filament that I've used. And for stuff like this where the aesthetic really matters, so maybe form over function, which I know not a great fit for this channel, but just wanted to mention it as I think a lot of you guys probably still have that mindset that you would never do something like this with plastic, but in reality, it looks great. The last one I want to take another quick look at again today is this DC power strip that I designed especially for some German Christmas ornaments from the company Hubrig. And this outputs 3.5 volts, and you can plug 14 of them in at once versus having 14 individual adapters. And this cover slides off, and these are solid copper rails in here, and it's got a DC buck converter in it to output the correct voltage for the ornaments. Again, this is another one that I did way back early in the channel when, I don't know, there was only a handful of subscribers. Not many people saw it, but I thought it was a pretty cool design and build. Okay, so as promised, I want to give you guys an opportunity to help pick what we're going to do in next week's video. I've got a couple things in mind. I'm going to walk you through them real quick. So this is a fire extinguisher, just a small one, meant for vehicles that I purchased that I want to put in my 1978 Toyota Land Cruiser. I want to mount it in such a fashion that I don't modify the Land Cruiser in any way. And I'm thinking just something that's going to bridge the gap between this mounting surface here that has two holes and that goes around that roll cage and holds it nice and tight in place so this guy doesn't rattle around at all. Probably do it in TPU, but PLA might be an okay choice as well. Okay, my next idea is for stress testing some prints, but not in a way that I've seen done before. You guys might recognize this. This is an air hose quick coupling. So this threaded end would screw into a blowgun or an air tool. This end would go on to the end of your air line, your air hose. What if we designed a small pressure vessel, say about this size? It wouldn't have a screw top. It would just essentially be like a small container that this screwed into, and we could print this part out of different types of filament, maybe even at different layer heights as well. Screw this in, and then slowly bring up the pressure until this part fails. I think it might be interesting to see the differences in different types of filament, like PLA, PETG, TPU, and then maybe the difference in layer height as well. Maybe we could do differences in wall thickness and just see at what point they fail. All right, so the last idea I had was adding another one of these outlets onto this pole over here in my garage. This one's wrapped in foam, but it's the same as this steel pole here. This just supports the second floor of this building. And years ago, I designed this piece that sits back behind the outlet. I'd like to revisit this. I'm not sure if there's any changes I need to make, but at a minimum, we'd be making another one of these and getting an outlet installed on that pole over there so I can have power to the tools that I've got on that bench over there. So guys, let me know down in the comments below which one of those you would like to see as the feature of next week's video. This Friday also marks the 900th subscriber to this channel. I just wanted to say thanks again, guys. It's awesome that there's 900 people out there that are interested in the functional aspect of 3D printing. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and as always, I will see you next Friday.